Hey there, Minecrafters, YouTubers, and Pokemasters, Vs.Anthony here, back with the second upload of the day. I decided to make a double upload today, just because the first one went so smoothly, and I'm in a good mood, guys. So yeah, I've got some pretty interesting sets. I've got this Caracosta, 4 IV Caracosta, pretty good. Shell smashing, sturdy, with leftovers. It's going to be very useful counteracting that Charizard on switch-ins for the flamethrower, and then threatening him out with an Aqua Jet, as even when he Mega Evolves, he doesn't get a physical defense boost. So that'll be pretty interesting to utilize. I've also got the Resto Chesto, Rotom Wash. I've got my specially defensive Goodra, my Mandibuzz with the Defog for Sticky Web users to slow down my Medicham, and Caracosta. And I've got the Mega Medicham and the bulky Porygon 2 with Eviolite. So I've also got, on Anthony's team, he's got a Mega Gardevoir, pretty good with the special defense, high speed, and high special attack. He's got that protein, Froggy, whatever, Greninja. He's got the, Hydreigon and Charizard for other special attackers. His Mega will be his, Charizard this time, I believe. He's got that Reckless Staraptor, always a big threat. And the only even moderately defensive thing other than the Gardevoir, the Aegislasher's got a pretty hyper-offensive team, so let's see how this goes. Alright, so he's going to be leading off with his Hydreigon, or his Gardevoir, I believe. So I'm going to send out my Rotom, and yes, he's going to lead off with Roxanne, the Gardevoir. As I just go for the Volt Switch. Will-O-Wisping isn't really going to help me at this point in time. I'd much rather Toxic it with Porygon 2. As I go into Porygon 2. I trace his Synchronize, so I realize that Toxicking it might not be the best idea. As he goes for the Moonblast. Look at that damage, fool. Look at that damage. I'm not even specially defensive. I'm max defense with Calm Nature, 129 in HP and special defense. So I just go for the Ice Beam, trying to get damage. That was a huge mistake. I should have gone for the Recover. And you'll see why I'm saying this later. He goes for the Thunderbolt. Here I make the same mistake again. I go for the Ice Beam once more, just trying to get damage. I should have gone for the Recover, because now I'm susceptible to a Moonblast to the face. As I go into Hunger, my special wall. And I know you might be thinking, why are you switching a Dragon type into a Moonblast? That's stat from a Mega Gardevoir. That's why. That's super effective from a Gardevoir. Like, look at that. I can take another 3 of those, I think. Another 2. So I can live 3 unless he gets high rolls on all of them. Here, even with the -1 attack, the Sludge Bomb will be super effective as it's gained the Fairy typing this generation. And he goes into Hellspawn. Now I know I can live a Dragon Pulse, and I don't have any Light Screen users on my team, so I'm just going to retaliate back with the Dragon Pulse of my own, and even with the -1 special attack, I'm still going to deal some crazy damage. Nice 50%, but with the leftovers, I unfortunately will not be able to take him out with the Dragon Pulse, even if I did somehow live this one. So, unfortunately, I was not hungry enough to eat up every single hit, so Goodra goes down. Alright, so now he's going to keep getting up that leftovers, so only about 40% of the damage I did remains, or yeah, 40% of his HP is down. Here I go into Caracosta. He's threatened out by the Stone Edge, and knowing that he knows that because of the Sturdy I have, I can take any one hit, retaliate back with the Stone Edge. As I just go for the Stone Edge, just in case he wanted to stay in, not even going for the Earthquake. Stone Edge just stab anyway, then it hits this incoming Kermit. Now I could have technically Shell Smashed, but here, but it was too risky. Here I'm threatened out by the possible Grass Knot, and I go into Bravery. I honestly wasn't thinking this, but he could have gone for the Surf, as he does here, done neutral damage, and it still would have hit Bravery pretty hard. As you can see, I'm not special defensive, but still. Here he goes for the Ice Beam. I know I can live 1, judging by the Surf damage, and I do. I get off the knockoff, and that's all fine and dandy. Knockoff is Focus Sash, which is pretty interesting, as he wasn't a lead or anything, and it would have been pretty good as a lead, considering I believe he does have the U-turn. Here I switch out, hoping to roost off later, go into Pizza, and Trace's Protein. It'd be so cool if I had recovered before, and gotten the HP back, so I could actually utilize my pretty good coverage to make some pretty cool shenanigans go on. But here, with 2 Surfs, unless that was high roll and this one's low, I'm going to get taken out. So yeah, unfortunately, Pizza also goes down my other huge wall. Here I bring in Caracosta, and hoping that because of his frailness, I'll be able to take him out with the Aqua Jet, but that does not happen, as Caracosta is not the best Shell Smasher in the world. As he just goes for the Hydro Pump, bringing me down extremely low, as I proceed to take him out with the second Aqua Jet. So Caracosta putting in some work, taking out and denting his Pokemon left and right, and steadily gaining his HP back with the leftovers. So that's pretty good. Here he brings out Hellspawn, and unfortunately I did not get to Shell Smash this battle. But here he makes a weird prediction. I guess he was predicting me to go into something else, but I live the Flash Cannon due to being unstab. I get off the Stone Edge, almost taking him out. Now, if he did not have leftovers, or if I did not get the -1 special attack hacks at the beginning of the game, due to the Moonblast with my Goodra, I would have taken him out and gotten a second kill. Now I'm just trying to get residual damage, trying to counteract that leftovers with the Aqua Jet, and it's resisted, so I do not fail to take him out again, as he takes me out with the Dragon Pulse, not wanting to take any risks. So finally, Caracosta goes down, and I'm down to, I believe, 3 Pokemon. My Rotom, which I bring out here, just going for the Will-O-Wisp, trying to whittle this thing down, knowing that a Volt Switch probably won't do him in. As he goes for the Dragon Pulse, not really bothering me too much because it does under half. Yeah, unless rolls are going to be a bitch today, I won't be taken out. As he gets whittled down, taking 1/16 damage every turn, as I can take him out with the Volt Switch, and although he does get Switch Initiative, it doesn't bother me that much. And he faints, and my Rotom is sitting here, and as it switches out, it goes into my other remaining Pokemon, Bravery, and I also believe I have the Medicham. Now I got my leftovers recovery, that's nice. Yeah, my Goodra was taken out, Porygon. Yeah, I think that's it. Goodra, Porygon. I'm trying to remember. But here, if I'd known he was going for the Aerial Ace, not trying to get recoil damage, it wouldn't have even been that much. But here, if I'd known that, I would have gone for the Roost, knowing that I could take a Brave Bird from that HP. But unfortunately, he's able to take me out with the second Aerial Ace. He did a pretty good prediction, not going for the Brave Bird. Although that would have benefited him more, as he wouldn't have gotten damage. But here I just go into my Rotom, outspeeding him as I'm timid max speed, going for that Volt Switch and taking him right out, as I switch out into my Medicham and proceed to Mega Evolve. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so let's just watch it play out. Alright, so we're nearing the 2/3 mark, as I send out Energy, and he goes into Inferno. I stay in and try and absorb the hit. A pretty stupid idea on my part. As he goes into Mega Charizard form, and the Drought comes on, and I Mega Evolve myself, looking like the deity that I am. And I just go for the Zen Headbutt here, as he goes for the Air Slash, and I'm like, facepalm, 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 over and over and over. Honestly, what I should have done was gone into my Rotom in the first place, but I couldn't have. So here I forget that he runs Modest, as I figured out in a previous battle, and not knowing that he outspeeds me with a Timid, and I go for the Rest. But if I know that he outsped me, what I would have done and should have done was gone for the Volt Switch this turn, then outsped him with the Rest. and I would have been able to take him out, and I would have been at half HP rather than this amount. Here he goes for the Air Slash, a pretty weird play. Flamethrower, although both are resisted, Flamethrower is more powerful, and in the sun, times 1.5 boost. Here I take him out with the Volt Switch. As he goes into Excalibur, here I go for the Will-O-Wisp, predicting the King's Shield. As I do predict correctly, having his attack. And I don't want to go for the Hydro Pump because the sun is up, but as it fades, I know I'm in the clear to deal some damage. But as he's in defensive form and I don't have any special attack investment, nothing's going to happen. So here I go for the rest, hoping for low turn wakes. As I sleep, get healthy, and he goes for the SD, so now he's at neutral attack, as he gets whittled down steadily by the burn damage, which is always a good thing. I'm a sleepy Rotom, don't sleep, as he gets in the second Swords Dance, so now it's starting to be an actual threat. He's lost about 33% of his HP now. As he goes into Blade form, goes for that Shadow Sneak, dealing about under half, I believe. Yeah, so I'm still sleeping. It looks like I'm on the opposite side of the rope, like in the battle with Half-Breed. He was sleeping a lot with his Politoed, but now my Rotom is sleeping. Seems to be a trend with water types here. I go for the Hydro Pump, and miss. Unfortunately, I should have gone for the Volt Switch, and I knew I should have. As soon as I clicked the button, I knew I made a mistake. Hoping that was a low roll or high roll or something. Hoping to live this one, but to no avail. I could have taken him out, because in Blade form he has base 50 special defense and defense, so I would have definitely taken him out. But it was an extremely narrow 1-0 in Anthony's favor. So great game, Anthony. Or maybe he still had his Roxanne, but I'm not sure. I don't think he did. Or no, he didn't, because I took it out with the Sludge Bomb. But yeah, common question of the day: what is your favorite setup team? Like a weather effect, or like grassy terrain or whatever. I'm gonna try and make a Rototiller team in the future, and I think it'll be great, as it can't be Rapid Spun away as far as I know, and it boosts all grass types on the fields. Special attack and attack by 1.5 times. So I think that'll be great, because it gives an automatic band or specs to any grass type Pokemon. And if I utilize it correctly and use something with like Soak to make them ungrass typed, if they do have a grass type, I can definitely run some shenanigans. So thank you all for watching. Please leave a comment below, and have a nice day. Peace.